Two for the main one, right?
Yeah.
This one's just a little angle over.
Yeah, alright. Well, my name is Diaz.
My name's Lucki.
Alright, Lucki.
Lucki. No, actually, let's just restart it. Go again.
My name is Diaz.
My name's Lucki, and we're here right now for our first podcast together. And we got Unfiltered. It's Diaz Unfiltered, right?
Yeah, Diaz Unfiltered.
Okay. So, hi guys, I'm Lucki.
No, dude, just fucking go, dude. We're keeping this in here, bro. Like, I'm not gonna talk like a robot all the time.
Oh, 100%. Okay.
Alright, well, I just want to start by saying that I'm gonna be posting almost every week.
100%.
Every single week, not almost every single week, every Friday, an episode's gonna drop. So
yeah, we're gonna have one episode that drops every single week, and then obviously we're gonna take a little clips for you guys and post it throughout the week. And for YouTube, let's just say estimated 30 to 45 minutes of us just speaking about our life, what we went through, our experiences, how we're trying to become better in certain aspects of our life, and what we've learned so far at this point, right?
Right. Yeah. Well, I just want to start off by saying that, like, I kind of want to give, I want to give the audience like an introduction, like who you are and why you're even here. Like, why should they even like listen to you, right? This is like mostly about entrepreneurship and stuff. And like, I kind of just want to show your journey and what you've been through.
So my journey started. Let's just start it off, bro. Let's do the weight loss. Let's go back to where it first started. Okay. So let's push back to like 2022. 2022, my father actually ended up getting really sick. He was in the hospital for a little bit. And that's where something triggered in me. I'm like, I want to be a better human being, right? Like, I was overweight. You're talking about 300 pounds. Not having my life together in certain aspects. And I felt like I needed change, right? And I owed it to him, right? And he asked me one beautiful thing when he woke back up from his whole hospital journey. He was like, I want to see you succeed in some area of your life. He never pushed me to do anything that I didn't want or out of my, let's just say, something that basically wasn't for me. He always wanted me to do things that I loved, right? And the things that I always loved was fitness. Fitness was a big aspect of me. And I wanted to make my whole life to be around fitness because it basically saved me, right? So gym in general, going in there at 300 pounds, not knowing what you're going to do, overweight, fat, had the titties, had everything. You know how it was, right? You walked in, you're that kid who gets bullied because of like being, let's just say, different than everybody else, right? That's how I grew up. And having the whole journey, not believing in myself and just showing up every single day showed me that the progress in the gym and getting, let's just say, alone that six pack or everything, getting that physical fit body actually could be pushed upon in all aspects of your life, like entrepreneurship, right? Just in general, or building a business. Like, how do you build a business from zero to something, right? It's the discipline, it's the consistency, it's getting the no's, it's doing sales calls and getting rejected, it's posting your content out there, doing marketing and not seeing what you can physically, or like somebody even reaching back out to you, right? And then you're like, okay, so how does this work? How does this work? How does this work? How does this work? And that's where it all started. So that fitness journey led me to be an individual who was very appreciative of like how God and life works together, right? Because a lot of people don't understand, even if you want to build a business, a successful business, you got to have a back root to something, right? Like, what do you believe in? Like, who you are. Is it still running?
It's still running, yeah.
Alright. Perfect.
But yeah, no, but like,
I just go on, bro. What am I talking? I don't really answer the questions that you ask me. I feel like I'm really good at like podcasts where I just like speak. Like, if you just like continuously speak, like randomly ask questions.
No, not speaking to the camera, speaking to yourself, no.
Like, you know how me and you have a conversation and go on for hours? I feel like that would be a better way for us to do podcasts. What do you think?
No, I totally get that. And
like my intro, bro, I don't know how to do an intro.
Dude, fucking intro, dude. You know what you should do? Like, you know what we should start doing? It's like even in posting content, I've noticed that whenever I just record myself, like I'm just speaking or like I'm in a FaceTime with my buddy, like in Instagram for a reel, it just does so much better and it just feels so much better when I don't try to force it or follow a script, when I literally just actually just speak like I'm speaking to a friend. Right?
So like, just like even with you, like whenever like I see your videos, like if you see most of social media, bro, it's perfected to the T. Like why does everybody want to perfect everything to the T? Like, I want to see who you are unfiltered, like you just said, Diaz Unfiltered, right? Like having that unfiltered version of you where you get to see the good, the bad, and the ugly, who you are as an individual coming forth. and what characteristics and what value you can bring to us, right? Like if I spoke like a robot to you all the time, would you even consider to listen to what I have to say?
Fuck no.
You'd be like, yo, why is this guy talking 24/7?
Right.
That's what majority of the people do, bro. They don't understand that to actually physically connect with somebody, like me connecting with you, I have to bring something forth, and I have to speak to you like a normal person, right? And then that's where coaches, that's where fitness people online, sure, you can have an amazing physique, but if you can't speak, you can't bring forth the value you're going to do, you can't change somebody's life with the words, how is anybody going to listen to you? And that's what I learned. That's my experience. Like you just said, how did it all start? The introduction to my life in general. I learned a lot from social media, not just from posting every single day, but from what people actually connect to. Sadly, it's brain rot. Like if you actually think about it, a lot of people connect with brain rot, funny videos, or if you're giving any information or value, right?
Of course.
And even with value just in general, like you have to be spot on with like a physical, like you have to actually target an audience, right? So your audience can be like for me, it could be like people who are overweight. For you, it could be something else. Or for somebody, it could be something else. Some people do cooking, right? Like it's those different variables that you can use to actually like target a particular audience and actually build a business from it. And the reason why like me and you sat there, we didn't know what our business was doing is because we weren't targeting an audience. Like particular people that we needed to physically were just like us that needed a change, right?
I feel like one of the things that I've kind of gotten from, posting so much fucking content at one time, to actually find a niche, right? Niche down to a specific person that you actually want to do. Yeah. Building like a customer persona or like an avatar of who you're targeting. Say like, I'd even name them, I'd put like all the demographics to it, and I'd literally target specific person, and each time that I like do a video, I just speak to that one person. And even with business, that applies so much because when you're branding, when you're trying to push out content, when you're doing marketing, everything has to tie to that specific niche, that specific person that you're trying to influence.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because you can't just influence everybody. Like nobody else is gonna listen to you unless you're targeting just like your particular audience, just like you said, right? That's where marketing kicks in. Like you have to find your people by first becoming yourself, unfiltered, and being an individual who can bring forth basically an individual who doesn't allow the world to take like their own gift away from them, right?
Right.
Like you have to be able to be okay with people sitting there and judging you and sitting there and being like, like, why is this guy talking? What does he have to say? Or judging you 24/7 because of who you are as a person, but they don't understand the true value of you. Because just like how we say, like, there's that frequency chart, right? Like there's some people that can frequently be up to the level that you're at, and there's some people that are not, right? Some people can understand what you're trying to say, and some people are down here, some people are over here, right? It's like flow state, like we talk about, there's certain flow states, right? So once you're in flow state, you'll be able to understand the differences between an individual. Like there's people that are constantly, I got lost with the words.
I just want to talk about a little bit about like, dude, you went to Miami, you bought a course for like what, 10K from like Wes Watson, which is like a guy that's like, he has like 2 million followers or something.
You know he's in jail right now?
What's up?
He's in jail.
He's in jail? He got put back in jail? What the fuck?
I don't know, bro. Honestly,
does he still post for jail?
No, he doesn't. I don't really know what's going on with him at the moment. But like I from my perspective and the way I got coaching from him, I feel like he gave great value. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like during that point of my life, I was lost, and his message was deep. Like whatever he does now, like I don't have anything to do with it. Like I personally love the guy for what he did at that point, for me at least, and how he brought value. Like how you can build a business, how you can scale the business, how you can actually learn to change people's lives with the message that you bring forth, right? That was the best part that I learned from him. Like his message in general, right? Like being off the vices, all that type of stuff. It actually connects you with God a little bit better in certain areas, and you just becoming a better individual whole, right?
Okay, so why did you buy a course from him? Like, what drove you to actually buying that?
It was a connection that you build with the individual, right? That connection of
just seeing his stories.
It wasn't his stories. It was more of like it's like an individual that comes from nothing to something to everything. So starting off with nothing in general, and then building it up, scaling it by yourself, and then actually becoming somebody who can influence the world. That's the biggest thing that I will ever say, right? That's the influence point that will actually change a lot of lives in general, right? Like you can't just bring forth a message. Like the message in general has to be very, very connected with you and God, and that's what he did. And then that's what drew me like.
And you went from making like what? Like you actually did really well on fitness coaching at the time.
Fitness coaching, bro. We went from like 0K all the way down to like I hit 10Ks months.
10K months.
And then sadly, what happened was that my account did get taken down. Like my main trained by Lucki, because we ended up starting to have haters. Haters didn't like me, and I guess they just didn't want the boy to win. You know what I'm saying? So then I started a new Instagram, which is the Unknown Lucki. And that's off of like all like YouTube, TikTok, that's what I run off. And we're trying to rebuild everything. And that's why this podcast means a lot, right? So the more they can actually see Unfiltered, like it's not just me coming on, they're just giving me a little bit of motivation. But it's more of a physical conversation with me and my buddy, or anybody around us, right? Like that's not robot. It's us actually speaking, just talking normal, right?
No, but like I just found that so crazy because I met you around that time where you were with you were in Wes Watson's program, or whatever, and I just kept seeing your stories and I'm like, oh, this guy's sick, and I really wanted to get in that. I was doing fitness coaching at the time as well. I wasn't making like crazy money, but I just saw that and I was like, fuck, like how do I actually like do this, right?
So the best way I can really tell you to impact any sort of life, you have to impact your life first. You have to fix your life first. So if you don't fix yourself, nobody else is going to listen to you. Because tell me this, like if you see an overweight individual, are you going to listen to somebody that's overweight telling you fitness advice? No, right? It's going to be like, everything starts off with the physical appearance. Sad to say, this world has put us in a place where everything is physical, right? Like if you don't have physical results, you don't have physical results for business, making money or anything, nobody's going to listen to you. So what I had to do for like a couple of months before I even started scaling my business was I posted my journey. My journey was me becoming a better individual. Let's just say reading and reflecting more, waking up at a certain time. So I'd always wake up at 4 to 5 a.m., right? Having those times, hitting the gym, and building myself up. And then building the confidence to speak online. You think I just randomly walked in and was able to speak?
No.
Bro, it was scary. Like I'm gonna tell you straight up, like it wasn't the easiest way. Like I felt like, okay, this person's gonna judge me. This person's gonna judge me. And then one day I just pulled out the phone and I was like, you know what?
Fuck.
We're all gonna die anyways, bro.
Right.
But I wanna chase my dream. If my video can get posted and somebody can look at it and it could impact them, it can make them go to the gym, it could stop them from doing certain vices, it could stop them from like doing anything bad in their life and actually change them in redirection towards being better, being more connected with God, or just in general, whatever faith they may have. That's the biggest thing, is saving one life at a time. I always say that, one life at a time, because that one life at a time means that if I can show up being the best version of myself and impact somebody else and change their life as I'm doing what I love, tell me how you can take yourself out of that. Totally. And I want to do that every single day. You show up for being the best version of yourself, change somebody's life. And guess what? There's a lot of individuals that watch me right now, even from my content, that I have saved and have gotten so many messages from just because I keep showing up. They showed up and they got their results, right? Like it's not even about being on my program or anything. I don't care about that. But me just posting, being online, being visible, showing my journey, showing up on the days when I don't want to go. Because bro, not every day is going to be beautiful. Not every day you want to show up. Not every day you're going to have a perfect lift. Not every day I'm going to want to come on camera and just speak about my life. But showing up for that one kid, one person out there that feels like life may be over in their eyes, and giving them that slight bit of hope. That's all life's really worth, right?
That's what we do it for.
Yeah.
Those like small messages that you get, like, dude, you actually, I was in a dark spot and you changed like where I was at. Mm-hmm. Thank you so much. 100%. And even you and me both get those messages, and that's why we do it. Honestly, when I first posted that first video, I felt awkward. The first video that I ever posted online was the first podcast. I'm not gonna lie. I literally started the podcast with my boss at the time, and I asked him, "Hey, welcome to the podcast. What's your experience with sales?" And then he literally slowed down in a second, and he was like, "Oh, well, let's introduce ourselves again. You're Diaz," and he literally stopped me at the time.
So like with you just in general, bro, like I noticed that you struggled a lot with like being on camera, just like speaking, you know what I'm saying?
Really? Yeah.
Like, it was harder for you to like I don't feel like you just weren't yourself. Like the way you make videos now is just you unfiltered and yourself. Before you were like scripted. Like it felt like you were very like you were scared of something. You know what I'm saying?
No, like I actually like I will say this, but I used the teleprompter. I'm not gonna totally lie. I just went on ChatGPT, I found the video that was working, I flipped it up, and I literally just put the teleprompter, and I was like, why are you doing this? Or like, I literally scripted everything. And now I've actually stopped posting a little bit. I guess if we want to talk a little bit about that.
Yeah.
But I kind of stopped posting on my main account because I kind of realized I was shadow banned, honestly. I'm gonna be totally honest.
Yeah.
I posted on my new account, a new account that I started with my niche that I actually want to post about AI and like entrepreneurship and startups. For like 10th, like in the first week, 80K views, just like that. Yeah. Like it was just blew up, boom. And then I always just, boom, a bunch of followers, just like that. And I don't even know if, I don't think it's because I was shadow banned. I think it was just I wasn't doing the thing that I actually wanted to do. So when I did something that I wanted to do, I think that just showed up physically and mentally and maybe just spiritually, maybe even just energy.
Yeah, because like what I noticed even on your other videos, bro, it's more of being your authentic self, right? So the more whatever you're passionate about, like there's some things that some people are passionate about and some things they aren't, right? And that's what drives them. Like you can see physically from a person who's doing something that they don't like, and they're just repeating and repeating and repeating. With you like, let's just say building AIs. That's your startup, you're building AIs, right? That's what you like doing. You like information. You're more of like into the computer, stuff like that, right? So it actually brings forth an individual that's passionate about what he's doing, right? And I tell everybody that too. Like, you're only on this earth for how long? Maybe like 50, 60, 70, 80 years of your life. And are you going to do something that you don't love and show up for it every single day? Or show up for something that you truly love doing every single day? Whether that's impacting lives, whether that's a certain business, whether that's, let's just say basketball. Anything that you physically, that drives you to wake up every single day, why not do that? And why not be the best version of yourself in that? Because guess what? Nobody that you see that's actually achieved anything that you wanted or I want started to be the best in it. They started from ground zero, right? They started from ground zero, they built their account, then they built whatever, or they built their business, and then slowly they scaled it, right? But during that time, that journey is what you need to fall in love with. Mm-hmm. And the last 30 days, that has been taught very, very hard towards me. Like there was something with me and God that I was asking him every single time. I'm like, why are you putting me like through these hard times right now, right? Like, because the last 30 days, me taking that little like wrong pre-workout, whatever, it gave me a little pushback, right? And that pushback, and I kept asking him like, why are you putting me through this? Like, I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm just trying to excel. I'm trying to be a better individual. But why this setback? And what I truly learned in that setback was patience. A lot of people lack patience. Patience to see what God is actually doing. Like, why is he putting you through this? Why is he not allowing certain things to work out? Because he's pushing you closer to your gift, closer to what you want to do. Like I just said, authentic self. Like, what is it that you're passionate about? And there's certain things in your life that you have got to physically remove, right? And there's a loud noise that we always have in our head saying that don't do this, don't do this, right? Sometimes we ignore it. And I feel like that's what he was telling me. He was trying to tell me that your result is on the other side of you trying to hurry your life up every single time and trying to get it right away. Like, give me, right? And on the other side of you being patient, allowing whatever you want to come to you, but becoming the man or woman that you need to be in order to receive that result first is what you need to do first. Just like this, like, you have to be patient enough to know that you're gonna get the result no matter what if you put the work in every single day. But you trying to like basically faster the timeline is not gonna make you do anything but feel anxious yourself, right? So even with us, bro, us posting like that shadow ban, all that type of stuff, me losing my account, the best piece of advice that I could ever give anybody that went through that is just keep going. You're only gonna lose if you quit, right?
Right.
Like you're truly only gonna lose if you quit. Like if you quit right now, everything that you did so far till today was for nothing. All that work is for nothing. And if you just sit in that loop of regret for the rest of your life, ask any person who's over 80, 90 at like a old age home or on their deathbed. They would give you one piece of advice and only one piece of advice. What would it be? They'd be like, every single dream or every single goal that you ever had in your life that felt like it was too much, go chase it. Because they regret not doing everything that they wanted to do. And that's the piece of advice that I've gotten from every elderly, right? They're like, anything that you have in your heart that actually makes you want to chase something, that makes you feel alive, go do it. Because once you're gonna get here, you're gonna understand that, you know what? Nobody was truly watching me anyways. Nobody was judging me, nobody cared. Bro, they're gonna care about you for 10 seconds, and after that, they're not even gonna care who you are. So I'd rather be who I wanted to be, do everything that I wanted to be, do what I wanted to do, right? And experience the world in my way and show the best version of me or like who I am as a person than be somebody I'm not. Because that's just, life's meant to be lived, my friend, right?
That's great. I couldn't agree more. But I wanted to touch on exactly like what you said about like you like discipline, like you can't give up.
Yeah.
But I totally agree with that. But I experienced something different the other day.
What?
Where I was like, you know what? Discipline is right, but discipline in the right thing is like sometimes you needed to post that amount of content and all of that content to get to one realization that maybe what you wanted to do was something different, and you needed to but keeping that discipline and getting that realization and just figuring out what's actually going with my life, or like taking a step back and I'm like, okay, well, I posted this amount of content, okay, and none of these have worked. Why hasn't it worked? I've gone ban these things, I've gotten this. Why hasn't it worked? And then figuring out a plan of like, okay, well, what can I do to actually like get myself out of this loop and actually do something that will fix myself better. Either that's posting more, either that's running ads, either that's something different, but changing yourself in that loop and adjusting and planning ahead, I think that's, especially with posting content, I think that's a better strategy of just normally just posting content randomly and blaming the algorithm.
So with that, bro, like you gotta know that when you're doing content just in general, when you're doing anything, like even a startup business where you're gonna run into trial and errors. But if you did not post that many times, how would you learn what you wanted to do in general? Or how would you learn that these videos aren't working good as well, right? Like you have to go through that, you have to see. That's why a lot of people if you're analyzing it on a scale, the best way to see is like any of your videos that you're watching, right? What gets the most retention? What gets the most likes? What gets the most shares? What are people actually connecting with, right?
Who gets the most follows?
Yeah. So what one is coming in and actually giving you the result that you want, right? And the way the piece of content and how you're actually giving the message forward shows you that, right? Just like how you said, you may have done 3,000 plus videos, but what if those weren't the best? What if the one video was supposed to teach you everything? What if that was trial and error for you to become an individual that can speak better on camera? Maybe you didn't get the result right away because you wanted that result, but God was giving you something. He was teaching you delayed gratification. And you could wake up tomorrow or the day after and any single video could pop off. What if that's what he was doing? Like I said, the realization of me, patience.
Exactly. And patience. It's the long game. Yeah. Playing the long game. And especially with one thing, it's like being able to not only, what if posting those videos, it was teaching you how to speak better. Mm-hmm. And then say you never blew up. Say your account never did anything and then you stopped posting content, but posting those 500 plus videos taught you one thing, learning how to speak. And then you were able to convince investors in a startup that you were starting. Suddenly you were able to pitch some new ideas, do something different in the world.
Yeah.
You weren't even expecting that, and you just did that expecting a different result, and God taught you that, and it translated over to something you didn't know.
That could be another point, or another point would be because you're getting your face out there. If you never get your face out there, nobody knows who you are. You're just another individual that's sitting here with you.
You're just an NPC.
Yeah, you're just another individual that nobody knows. But for you posting those videos, you doing it every single day, it didn't just screw the blow up, screw everything, don't even worry about any of that. What did it teach you? Like, what did it do for you? Like, did it build more confidence? Did it show you that the friends that you were around every single day didn't actually want to see you succeed every single day? Because I noticed that, like, with your posts, none of your friends were on there. What did it teach you that? You may have been connected with these people, you may have went out of your way for them, but will they go out of their way for you? Will they help you in that certain thing?
That teaches you something else, yeah. Totally, the people that you're around, once you start posting content, or once you start that business, once you start something that people will think maybe it's cringe, maybe things won't work out, it will teach you something of who your true friends are and what their intentions are.
Mm-hmm. Because pinpoint on that, guys. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
When I first started posting content, for a little bit, some people supported, but you know those videos where it gets way more shares than likes?
Yeah.
And of course, everyone is sharing it to their friend and being like, yo, this guy is cringe as fuck. Dude, look at what this guy is doing. And people have told me, one of my close friends, they've told me that, hey bro, this guy was talking shit, and I don't even care. I'm like, that doesn't even...
Tell me what it's gonna do, bro. If you're talking shit about me, the thing that I learned, and I want to give that to you too, is even if they talk shit, bro, me and you came to this earth, right? 60 years, 50 years from now, we're gonna die. Are those people's opinions and what they did or how they treated you really gonna matter? They're gonna die with you. So why not be you? There's a quote, or a video that I watched on Instagram. The most underrated emotion, what is it? Embarrassment. Embarrassment. The most underrated emotion this video dropped was embarrassment. So go make a fool out of yourself.
That's a quote that.
Quote that for sure. Go make a fool.
Write that down.
Go make a fool out of yourself. No. That's not directly from me, but it's a beautiful quote. Best quote that I've actually done. Go make a fool out of yourself. Learn what embarrassment is, and you'll understand this whole thing. With your friends, sure, they think you're embarrassing yourself, but guess what? One day, all this whole platform and everything really does is once you just go and you start getting some sort of success and you're moving forward, all these people who never used to ever talk to you, just used to watch your stuff, not share, none of that. And that's cool if they don't, right? I do it for myself. I do it for one individual who wants to watch my video and actually change his life, But those same people are going to come back to you one day and they're going to be like, you know what?
I always believed it.
I always believed it. Yeah, no, you did it. Yeah, no, you did it. But yeah, okay.
Bro, and you remember those exact sentences.
Because, bro, I was overweight when I was fat. Right? I was fat. I was 300 pounds. I told all the boys, I was like, bro, I'm going to get lean, bro. I'm going to have a six-pack. I'm going to get all this. They're like, no, you aren't. No, you aren't. No, you aren't. And then I did it. I'm not going to lie to you, even my haters. Every single person that didn't like me, every single person who said, oh, you couldn't do it, they're like, how'd you do it, bro? Congratulations. They came to me, they were like, congratulations, my man. I'm like, bro, you just hated on me.
They start asking for tips.
Yeah, they're like, yo, give me tips. I'm like, you know what, bro? And then the good thing that my mother always taught me, my mother taught me this beautiful thing. No matter if somebody hates on you, no matter if they did you wrong, always do good because God watches us every single day. So no matter what they did to me, no matter what they said, no matter how much bullying they did, no matter how much fat jokes I would get, I'm like, you know what, I always helped. Because at the end of the day...
Constructive criticism?
their negativity isn't gonna impact.
I mean, that's
I'm so happy, bro. I'm happy, bro.
We're gonna bring bullying back because, like, bullying as a whole, it would actually like help people.
It would change people. Okay, in certain aspects, bullying in certain aspects is.
I mean, bullying about height, you can't change that.
Yeah,
that's definitely something.
Like
but,
this whole looks maxing thing that's been going on, bro. Have you heard of it? Yeah, I'm like, bro, what is
the clavicular? Like,
this is a jaw breaking, bro. They just grab like a hammer.
Bro, honestly,
what are you guys doing, bro?
Bro, I'm gonna be honest. Like, honestly, if you just go to the gym,
yeah.
If you just go to the gym and like, you know, get a little bit lean,
yeah.
Start like taking care of like what you put into your body, it's gonna do way more than anything else.
Like the best thing I could teach you, bro, just simple macros. Is it hard?
No.
You have a 6-pack.
Yeah.
Is it hard? Bro, it's literally the easiest thing you could do. Track your macros, just know what you're eating, get enough protein, sleep, go to the gym every single day. I'm not saying you have to be there.
Train to failure,
train to failure. You don't have to be there 2 hours. You can do a 45 minutes to an hour workout in and out.
Oh, you can
even do busy life.
Like, dude, if you just do push-ups, like, yo, for those dads that you could just like you could literally just do push-ups or like the wall sits. If you just do that, planks, I don't know.
Anything, like if you see like anything that you can physically do that keeps you going, and just add a diet that gives you enough protein, right carbs, right fats.
10K steps. Just
10K steps.
Literally just park further, bro. Yeah. Just park further and just walk more.
Instead of literally parking at the front entrance, bro, park all the way to the back so you get more steps in. And that's the easiest way. Hit 10K steps, get your macros on point, get a nice, like, I don't know, do push-pull legs or do, like, the bro split. Whatever you guys
like. It's going to do better than any peptide.
Yeah, any peptide. Oh, peptides.
But I will tell you one thing. There is no peptide for discipline. There isn't.
Oh, bro, maybe they're going to pop one out, bro. You don't know these guys.
Dude, I swear, I was watching this, like, joke video. It's just brain dog that just, like, popped up in my For You.
Yeah.
And it literally, there was, like, this pill that you just, like, take it, and it instantly just, like, gave you abs. I swear, in the
future,
these
guys are going to do everything but consistency.
Yeah,
bro, the half of the world is on Retta. Retta, peptides, or Retatrutide. Like, bro, all I hear is 24/7 that, and peptide this, peptide that, which is cool, bro. I'm not against it. I feel like it's okay. Like, if some people want to take it, go for it. But the majority of the people that are taking it, they don't even work out. They don't even do their diet, and they feel like just because they're injecting something into them, or this little magic pill that they got, is gonna make them look better than they are. Like, how does that work?
And they're not even getting like the proper ones.
Yeah.
Like, if you're gonna do it, go to a clinic or go to like try to do your research and get like the purest you can get. But I swear, like half the people that are actually getting it, they literally just saw an ad from like a Chinese chemical company, and they're like, "Oh, it's $20. Oh, I'm just gonna buy it straight from China," and then they're injecting that things into your body.
And I'm like, bro,
what?
Like, I don't know, bro. I wouldn't risk it that hard. Bro,
no, like
TBH.
I've gone in. I've started to research a lot into that. So basically what it is, what is a peptide, right? So a peptide is little mini proteins and little amino acids that like sit in your body already, and they basically, it's like, it's lab made. And they basically, instead of like, you know, how test, you would be able to just like inject test, and it's like actual test, and it will just go straight to your body and like up your test.
Yeah.
What peptides actually are is it's a chemical that injects your body amino acids, and it's like these little things of mini proteins, and it goes into your body and it signals, like, for example, say retatrutide, that hormone that makes you hungry, makes you crave like different types of foods. It literally signals your body, hey, hey, you need to be like producing this, hey, you need to be turning off that little bit of a hormone. But it signals it. It's like a signal, and it's a little bit healthier. But I will say with retatrutide, and something that I heard about this the other day. Obviously I'm not a scientist or anything, but I will say
we don't know much about it. We're just talking.
This is just if you're gonna do anything, just research it. But like retatrutide, they found that you're able to it takes the hormones, or it turns off the hormones of you getting cravings for food. But they also found that not only does it turn off the cravings for food, but it also turns off the love cravings and the falling in love.
boy, the hopper generation is gonna walk around. So, bro, they're numb. They're like, hi.
So I don't know much about this, but I heard about this the other day. A podcast that I was watching from like I think it was Huberman podcast.
Well, I haven't even heard about that part, but whatever this cool stuff that these kids are doing, which is, well, I don't know, whatever this world is doing, it's dope, right? Like, whatever they want to do, they can do it. Like, technically, if you want to do something, nobody's gonna stop you, right?
Totally.
But like, the best thing I can say is promoting it to like younger kids who like don't know what it is. I don't really recommend it because, bro, like, you could impact some kid's life. You could, bro, like, something could go wrong. Like, this kid could just get the wrong batch, or this kid could get like something wrong with their physical body, and he was doing perfectly fine before just because he got influenced by the world. So like, a lot of people should start influencing at least in a positive direction. And if you're doing it, bro, just keep it to yourself, right?
And to be honest, like, peptides are new.
Yeah.
Like, we don't know like what these things have. Like, they're not approved. Like, there's a few like NAD plus. There's a bunch of different ones that are approved.
Yeah.
Like BPC is also approved, but you have to get it from a clinic.
Yeah.
We also don't have years of research to know what the fuck does it affect it. Like, in the 60s. Cigarettes were totally normal thing.
Yeah.
Like, they told, oh, it's just a cigarette. It was totally normal, and they didn't think anything was gonna happen to them. But that aged well.
Till like they figured out, and that's the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
You never really know what's going on, like, with anything you put into your body, right? Like, you don't know if there's no long-term research, and technically, even if they do have long-term research, every individual body has a different way of taking certain things, right? Like, there could be certain things that your body's gonna be like, okay, I'm cool with. Somebody else comes there and they're not cool with, and that person could end up not being on Earth anymore and die, right? So that's where I just feel like if you're gonna do any of these things, like, just research, bro. Not even research.
Do your research, like,
I feel like, bro,
clinic,
like, try pushing your natural limits, bro. A lot of these younger kids, bro, like, just, bro, you want to live, bro. You want to live.
Just wait till you're 18 or at least 20. Like, wait till you're 20 at least. And then you can...
I still feel like, bro, a lot of people don't understand that their natural genetic potential is actually crazy.
Yeah.
Like, if you actually think about it, like, if you actually spot on, train properly, you get your macros in, you eat your food, you actually dedicate your life towards this type of lifestyle, bro, you'll be well off. And you'll actually be able to, like, succeed. Like, if you're trying to do, like, let's just say professional shows, then, bro, in that aspect, you're going to need it, right?
Right.
Like, any sort of drugs just enhancing yourself.
If you're competing, like, you're gonna have to. Even like C-Bomb, like, he wouldn't be where he is if he wasn't. I'm not totally against it. Yeah. I'm just like, if you're a nobody, if you're you haven't even fit, you're a newbie to the gym, and you're already like popping fucking Retta, like C-Max, you're popping all these peptides. Yeah. You don't even know what this thing have. You bought it from a Chinese chemical for $20. Yeah. Well,
TBH, bro, like, to all their own, bro. To each their own, bro. That's all I gotta tell you. To each their own. Whatever they want to do, they'll do. But, like, I just feel like in the world we're in right now, bro, anything that goes mainstream on social media, the whole world starts consuming it.
Did you hear about...
Like, I could call olive oil gives you fucking... Like, I could literally go on there and be like, olive oil gives you... builds muscle. If you take this much of it, drink this much olive oil, and just because I was famous or something, and you end up getting more gains, and guess what? People will actually start doing it.
Totally. And if you get Clippers to just do it, you can pay Clippers to, like, boost your content on, like... on WAP, and if you pay them like a certain amount of money, they literally will push out like your content and clip you, and per like views, they will literally pay you. Bro, you can push out like, this Diet Coke that has like, I don't know, cocaine in it, it's the best for you, and they will literally push it because they get paid.
100%, yeah. And that's the thing, bro. You can move society around in... Basically, you can influence society so easily nowadays. Because a lot of people don't understand that the whole world doesn't... One thing that we lack is everything is social media. Social media this, social media this, the presence. And the way that the whole world starts getting influenced now is they care about others. They care about fitting in. That's what I've noticed. So fitting in allows them to actually feel whole now, right? Like a lot of these people, they just want to be the next best thing, or they just want to be like the next person who gets admired or like who's actually valuable, because they don't value themselves, right?
They lack connection.
They lack a connection, confidence, and they actually like lack spirituality towards like God himself, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like they don't have any of those aspects, and like they just chase. First trend that they fucking get on, they just jump on. They jump on the trend. They're on this trend.
Yeah, it's like
this trend.
the guy that switches business models every 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's trying to fit in, bro. It's trying to fit in. So they maybe grew up like as a younger child. They're trying to fit in. Like there was probably certain times where I tried fitting in as a younger kid, but I never fit in, bro. So I was meant to stand out. And if I could give any kid or any person out there some sort of motivation, is there's no need for you to fit in, bro. Like if you're gonna sit there and try fitting in with other people, becoming the same as them, you're gonna live a very empty life. You're gonna live a life where you're gonna feel like you always have to be accepted to be who you are. You're gonna have to wear a fake mask every single day to be accepted for who you're basically not, right? So you're gonna be an individual that you were never supposed to be. So rather be yourself. Why would you want to fit in and be somebody that you're not, but rather create a wave of being who you are and allow people to love you for you?
Totally.
Right? That's the best aspect. The best thing that you could ever say is be yourself every single day. Show up for who you are. Show up for what you love. And if people don't like you and you're judged and you feel like they're gonna be cringed out by certain things that you gotta say, you know what? They can think whatever they want.
Like there's one truth that no one can disagree with me. If you're 18 right now, you're never gonna be 18 again. You're never, you can't turn back time, and time's gonna pass down anyway. So if you have something that you really want to achieve, say you want to build a social media following, but it takes a long time, it takes 4 years, but guess what? Time's gonna pass down.
Time's gonna pass anyway, so that's why I tell anybody, bro, with your social media, bro, if you're gonna do it, right now, social media is our new social media now is basically a resume.
Totally.
If you think about it, it's resumes for businesses, resumes for connection, it's resumes for even finding partners online nowadays, and if you don't actually post every single day, you're pushing yourself out of an opportunity. Just like you said, time's gonna pass anyways. So why not push yourself in certain aspects and get yourself out there so the world knows who you are.
Just spend a little bit more time every day. Honestly, it doesn't really. I'm gonna be totally honest. Posting once a day, which is honestly most people are doing.
Yeah.
Posting once a day is good, and it's so easy. All you gotta do is just turn up your phone.
Yeah.
Do like this. Put a caption to it, something that a little bit. Even get ChatGPT to do it. Talk to the camera normally.
Yeah.
If you do that for almost every single day for years on end, it takes nothing. Yeah. You will have a better social presence. You will be better. You
just get better
at talking. Yeah,
better at talking.
Exactly.
So this whole game is just about talking. It's just about talking, being able to actually speak to a camera, and being able to talk to other people. It's not hard to physically communicate. It's just because a lot of people are just scared, bro. What are you scared of?
Have you heard of the Higher Up Wellness Challenge?
Oh yeah, bro.
Yeah, when people were just blowing up because
the Higher Up Wellness. That was dope, bro. You just film yourself for a minute, raw content of no unfiltered, whatever it's
unfiltered. And you just post it on social media. Yeah.
And that's the coolest thing. So the guy who did that, he's pretty dope for doing that because he actually got a lot of people out of their comfort zone.
Was this Michael Smoker?
I don't
forgot his name.
I don't remember.
Higher Up Wellness.
Higher Up Wellness for sure.
Yeah.
That guy's dope because he actually brought a lot of people together and actually helped a lot of individuals overcome their fears. So that was a really, really cool thing that he did.
He's coming to Calgary.
He's actually coming to Calgary? Oh. What's something powerful? What's a powerful message that you would give out to the world right now?
Fuck what people think. Just do it.
That's what you think?
Mm-hmm.
My powerful message to any individual today that is going through some sort of hardship, going through a time where they don't feel like they know who they are as an individual, everything around them is starting to fall apart, and they're just trying to find a sign. The best sign that I could give you is instead of looking around at every single negative aspect that you're in, whatever negative situation you've been placed in, or whatever you are going through right now as something that's negative, and asking God, why me? Ask him this beautiful thing. What are you trying to teach me here? Like, what are you physically trying to teach me in this situation? And how am I going to learn and get myself out of this, even though I don't want to be in that situation right now? Because if you weren't the individual that was supposed to get out of this situation, God would have never placed it in your lap, right? He knows that you're going to figure a way out of this. He knows that you're going to figure a certain way or route out of this whole whatever you're going through.
Maybe that was supposed to teach you something.
It teaches us something. And that's my message. My message is completely be an individual who does and lives for himself and people around him, to inspire others, to be a kind individual, to be an individual that sees the good within everybody, even when that individual himself sees the bad within him. So you see the good within him, and you can inspire or motivate these people to become better. You know, like that's what I feel like life's truly about. Life's truly about living and being present, being kind, being nice to others, and showing up for yourself and the people that you love, and maybe a random kid or some random individual online.
Building a community.
Building a community of individuals, like I always say, one life at a time. If you can go out there and be yourself and save one life at a time, you're doing more God's work on earth than people who think that they're doing. Mm-hmm. By even praying in general. Like if you can influence somebody by being yourself, whoa, that's game changing. Yeah.
All right.
All right. Well, this is our first podcast together. You're gonna see many more of them.
All right. Let's
every Friday.
Every Friday.